Hello again to my YouTube channel. So today in this tutorial, I will make the difference between filter context and the raw context. So to do that, let's try to build in some example based on this data that we have for now in this financial table. So let's make some visualization. So we can choose in this product. Okay, I want to see the product by sales. Okay, products and sales here. Okay, well, so if we see that we have the filter is included by default. If we click here in this Paizo, for example, product Paizo, so the data is automatically filtered. Okay, uh, we can also see that using some tables here. Okay, so we have tables. If we change this visualization, so we have product or we have sum of sales by product. Okay. If I click in some product, automatically is it will be filtered. Okay. Uh, so we have a lot of methods to use that. We can also use these slicers. Okay. I can show you some slicers here. And I want the slicers by countries. If I click also here in Canada country, all the products and total sales of this product, it will be just for Canada. Okay. For French, also the same things. This is the filter context. Also, we have a method to do that when we make some specific filter based on some conditions. If I want just the cells of Canada, so let's create in a measure. Okay, um, it's called Canada. Canada cells. Okay, and we want or let's calculate the sum of cells per financial country is equal to uh, Canada. I'm going to click OK. And now we have the cells of Canada. If I try to make okay, let's try to build in another table to make this thing more clear. Okay. And they want another table here. Okay, let's apply another table. I want sales by countries. Okay, mm, it's choosing these countries, and also I want sales. Okay, this is sales by country. Now, if I add in these Canada sales, we have this value of Canada is repeated each inside of this table. Why? Because if we go to our measure, if we check in the filter that we apply here, we want just sales of Canada country. So for this reason, if we specify our filter inside of tax expression at this time, each uh, outside or external filter, it will be ignored. I hope that's clear. Okay, because here we have an internal filter. Here is Canada country. I want just Canada country. For the reason we see this value is repeated each of one these rows. And if I click again, each of these data, it's linked. This filter, if I want just Germany, we see here this data of Germany. Okay, let's change that and replace it with profit, for example. I don't want sum, I want the profit. Okay, because we have cells here. We have sum of profits. Okay, if I click here, again, the same thing. If I choose in some country here, we have Canada, for example, again, we have just sum of sales if here, and we have sum of profit. That is what is mean the filter context. I hope that's clear for you. So let's see now what is the raw context. The raw context, uh, it's as this name mean, we apply some operations in our table. It will be a column calculated, and we have the same calculated, but this value it will be changed because that is iterate in all the table, each row for each or each row on this table. Okay, each row of this table. So let's try that here. I can create that by using a column. So let's so we have new column, for example. Okay. Let's name this tax is equal to um financial sales. Okay, times point, it's time 0.1, for example. Okay, so if we go to check the data here, we get the new column called tax. Okay, so we have this, if we check in this expression, is the same calculate, but each row of this have different value. That's what's called raw context because we apply that in all table is iterate for all the table, and each row of this table have its own value. So we can do that also in measure. So here is I'm using this raw context using these columns, but we can do that also using measure. Let's see how. So we have some specific functions to do that. Um, it's creating another measure here. New measure. It's calculated. Let's name it two. So total sales test. Okay, is equal to, we have some specific functions called sumx. Is x its mean return sum of expression value for each row in table. So this is the decorator of this function. Return the same or return, sorry, the sum of an expression evaluated for each row in the table. I mean, this is iterated in all the table. We specify now we have financial table. We want that or this operation happen inside of this table financial, and we are choosing, we have sales for example, we want this manufacturing price times 2. Okay, we so let's click enter. And we have this, so let's see what is Saudi Riyals. Okay, let's see that by countries. So I want countries here. Okay, we want countries and total or sales. Yes, because so let's change this, make it or products. Okay, so let's check in our meter. Okay, so now as we see with me, this is what's called a row context because that's it's happened for each of these row that we have in our table. Okay, we have the same um we have the same calculated, but the values is different for each of these rows that we have for now. Okay. Um, so as I tell you before, we can create in this row context by using a calculated column or a measure. So I hope that's clear for you all. See you again in next tutorial. Bye bye.